Hey, what's going on out there, Pats Nation? So the New England Patriots season is officially over. You know, we lost to the Bills the day after the loss, and I thought I would just do my review of the 2022 New England Patriots because, in my honest opinion, this is the most disappointed I've ever been. I think in all my years of being a Patriots fan, and including the post-Brady era, I think that this is the most disappointing season for every New England Patriots fan just because I was expecting this team to at least make the wild card playoffs again, like how they did last season. Because last season Patriots, they had a way better squad and a better functioning offense than this season, because I don't know what happened, but last season our offense I think was way better than this season, because that was the ultimate downfall of the New England Patriots this entire season, just the freaking offense and Bill Belichick, basically doing nothing to address the offense and get us players that can actually make an impact on the offensive side of the ball. Because I mean, if you think about it, besides Ramondre Stevenson on offense, the only good player that we actually have that can actually make a spark to this crap Patriots offense, the rest of the players, in my opinion, either should be released or traded, because the rest of the players on offense are just absolutely average. They are. I mean, we have no star players on offense, and just the lack of talent on offense really caught up with the New England Patriots this season that it makes me wonder, is Bill Belichick even going to do anything to address the offense this offseason or no? Or is it going to be the same old thing that Bill Belichick does, is that get some average player that I've never even heard of, that nobody has ever heard of, and trying to make him an all-star? Is that what Bill Belichick's, strategy is going to be for heading into this offseason? Because it's like he doesn't even have Brady anymore, so I'm pretty sure that strategy that Bill Belichick is still trying to implement isn't going to freaking work, because it's not going to get us to a Super Bowl like how it did with Tom Brady, mainly because we had Tom Brady. That's the reason why Bill Belichick was able to make a lot of questionable decisions that, left your head scratching, that makes you realize that Tom Brady was able just to, put all that aside and lead the Patriots all the way, that it makes you realize Tom Brady, he was the true leader of this New England Patriots team. Bill Belichick, obviously, he's still a great coach in my opinion. Well, without Tom Brady, he looks average as a coach, but, on a paper when he had Tom Brady, he's supposed to be the greatest coach of all time and all that. But here we are 3 years already without Tom Brady, and we have really regressed as a team. In the post-Brady years, we've only made the playoffs one time and all that, where in the playoffs, we didn't even win a playoff game in the post-Brady era because we just got absolutely embarrassed by Buffalo in the postseason. And already it's going to be 1 year since we suffered that really humiliating defeat to Buffalo in the postseason, and it seems like that we have never ever been the same team since. And it mainly is due to the fact that, last season, I think our defense let us down in the playoff game against Buffalo. It was really mainly the defense and the offense not being able to function, but the Patriots defense was just a complete letdown in that game. But this season, Patriots defense actually was doing everything they can to help this team win. And the people that I really got to give credit to on the New England Patriots this season is the defense. Shout out to the Patriots defense, Matt Judon, Josh Uche holding it down for the New England Patriots defense. And then you got Devin McCourty, who I don't know if this is his last season in New England. Then you have Kyle Duggar, who I think is going to be a great playmaker and a great replacement, in my opinion, for, I guess, McCourty or something. Well, it depends how we use him, right? But yeah, it's interesting to see whether this is going to be Devin McCourty's last season, because obviously Devin McCourty, he's the longest tenured player on Bill Belichick's team. He's been with the team since 2010, but Bill Belichick drafted him out of the University of Rutgers, I believe, and since then he's really made an impact on the New England Patriots defensive side of the ball. So obviously you still have that veteran leadership in McCourty, but I don't know if he's going to return next season or if he's going to retire, but I have a feeling he could maybe retire this year. I don't know if he's going to come back, but regardless of that, if he retires, then hey, Devin McCourty, want to thank him for what he's done in New England. Just an absolute baller on our secondary, true leader, and especially his postseason performances were absolutely incredible with us and all that. That now with the Patriot makes you realize here that we are just in an area of, or in a state of rebuilding at this point, and it's going to be interesting to see how long we are going to rebuild as a team, because let's be honest here, the best way that I can describe the New England Patriots right now in the post-Brady era is just a team that's going to be rebuilding for the next couple of years until we can actually maybe be a Super Bowl contender again. But I think it's really going to depend on mainly, will Bill Belichick do something to address the offense this season? Because obviously, as right now, apparently, according to the Patriots Twitter, the Patriots have, I guess, the 14th overall pick in the 2023 NFL draft. And the biggest question I'm wondering is, what is Bill Belichick going to do with that? Is he going to trade down again, or is he actually going to draft a player that can make an impact on on offense, because what I would do with the first overall pick is either draft a receiver or a tight end. That's what I would do. I do not want a defensive lineman with the first overall pick. I think that's a disaster. I think we just need to draft a good receiver or tight end. That's what we really need to do with that first overall pick. And for this season, just the amount of times that the Patriots offense has let the team down, especially on every opening drive. Every time, I tune into the Patriots game, it seemed like it's the same old thing, 3 and out, and our offense never being able to do anything in the first half until the second half, when our offense can actually get something going. And even when they do that, it feels like that the Patriots just, always show up on offense, but too late when they are already down by like a touchdown or two. That's when the Patriots offense decided to start playing this season, and that's really the frustrating part, is that, I just want to see the Patriots offense be that lethal, force, like how it was, 5 years ago with Tom Brady, when we had Danny Amendola, when we had Julian Edelman, Gronkowski, James White, all those great players. Now, obviously, right now, the only thing we can really hope for is that Bill Belichick can find out a way how to replace Julian Edelman, Gronkowski, and all those great players that we've had, even though it might be kind of tough for the Patriots to replace him right now, especially with trying to find a good replacement tight end to replace the talent level of Gronk. That's going to be extremely difficult. But, for this season, obviously, just the Patriots defense is the only reason why we were even in wildcard contention, because if it wasn't for our defense that tried to bail us out time after time after time, then we probably would have only won 3 to 4 games this season with just the way how our offense has been playing. Because, I think we have the worst offensive roster in the NFL. That I think that the Jacksonville Jaguars have a way better offensive roster than we do. Heck, I think that the Detroit Lions, I know people think I'm tripping for saying this, but I don't think I'm tripping, but I personally think that the Detroit Lions even have a way better offensive roster than we do. It just shows you that the Patriots offense this season just was the main downfall, just because Bill Belichick basically, when we had all that money in salary cap last offseason, he overpaid for a bunch of players on offense that really have not made an impact at all, and a bunch of players that are just average at best. We overpaid a bunch of those players that really have not been had a consistent impact on the Patriots, because that's my biggest thing with the Patriots offense, is our players are just not consistent enough, whether it's our receivers dropping the ball. And I want to also get into Tyquan Thornton, because I still feel like that maybe Tyquan Thornton in his second year can maybe have a breakout year, because I'm still hoping to see Tyquan Thornton have a breakout season next year, well, depending whether Bill Belichick is going to keep him or whether he's going to trade him, because it feels like that Bill Belichick probably might pull off some move again and trade one of our players on offense, whether it's Tyquan Thornton. I hope he doesn't trade him. I hope he keeps him, because I still think Tyquan Thornton can have great potential, but it's just he needs to work on his route running, and he needs to learn how to catch the damn ball, because if he can just work on his route running and learn how to catch the damn ball, then I think Tyquan Thornton can be a great overall receiver for us. Now, I'm not going to say he's the next Randy Moss. Don't think that he's going to be the next Randy Moss, but I think he has potential to become a top receiver for the New England Patriots for next season. So I'm still hoping we're going to keep Tyquan Thornton, because I still have great faith in Tyquan Thornton that he can improve in his second year as a receiver and all that, because obviously his first season has been kind of, forgettable, but hey, he's only a rookie, so I would say just to give him time, because, for example, you look at Antonio Brown when he was with the Pittsburgh Steelers, he didn't have his best rookie season either. It wasn't until his second or third, or I think it was his it was really his fourth year that Antonio Brown became a top receiver. So that's what I think the Patriots should do with Tyquan Thornton, is just be patient with him, like how the Steelers were with Antonio Brown when they had him. And I think Tyquan Thornton can maybe develop into a top receiver. But so far for this Patriots season, man, just I give this season overall a D, a 6 out of 10. That would be my honest rating for this Patriots season, just because the defense, no complaints about our defense, but just our freaking offense just absolutely is a joke. And I'm just really hoping that Bill Belichick does something to address this freaking offense, because that's what should be the number one priority for the Patriots and for Bill Belichick this offseason, is to get Mac Jones or Bailey Zappi some good receivers. Come on, I don't understand why it's so hard to understand, but this is what Bill Belichick needs to freaking do if we want to be Super Bowl contenders in the post-Brady era. So that's about it here, man. Let me know what y'all think about it. See ya.